What is up, guys? It's the Sound Alchemist here once again with
Gershwan.
and today we're bringing you more info, more questions being asked and answered, whether you liked it or not, in another enticing episode of For the Greater.
This is a video series where we answer the questions left by you, the viewer. If you have a question for us, comment down below. Put a question in front of your question because we get those questions first. Also, if you enjoy our content and you want to support the channel, you can by giving us a super thanks. If you do, ask us a question and we will answer it in the next episode, guaranteed. So you will be leading the Greater WAAAGH. And that is what
Zachary Roper has done. His question is, so I watch you guys a lot, and I appreciate the info you bring about the Warhammer 40K universe. That has helped me a lot to learn new stuff quick. His question is, do you think that the Angel, aka the Proto-Primarch that the Emperor helped create to fight Chaos, would be useful against any other faction besides Chaos, or would it cause more harm than good?
the whole point of the Angel going away was that he was causing more harm than good.
Yeah, to the point where he was destroying entire cities. Like, eventually he started thinking for himself, and he's like, well, these humans aren't going to help the Emperor. Let me just kill them all.
Yeah. So ultimately, it's one of those things where it's almost like the atomic bomb, where it's like, it was a good idea when we created it, and then they used it, and they were like, oh, shit.
Yeah, more harm than good.
Yeah. Now there's radiation poisoning. What? That is if you don't think that atomic bombs are a hoax.
A hoax. I mean, it happened in Oppenheimer, right?
Yeah. If they made a movie about it, it must be true.
That's true.
Which is why, what's the Event Horizon?
Oh, yeah.
That's our future.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so would the Angel be good in fighting against anything besides Chaos? So yeah, I think so. Because I mean, even though it was meant to fight Chaos, you could use it on like a planet of Xenos. Like, you don't have to worry about who gets caught up in the like
Aftermath
or friendly fire, because there is none. This is an entire hostile world that you're trying to cleanse. So just let it run loose.
Yeah, throw it on a craft world and see the devastation.
Yeah.
Or even like the Orc Empire of no, what was it?
Well,
Not
the
Olin.
Acterius War and all
Yeah,
that
there you
stuff.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or on a hive ship.
Yeah, because to me, the Proto-Primarch sounds a lot like a Catan.
Yeah.
Like, it's capable of destroying entire armies. It's almost
Very robotic.
nigh unstoppable. Like, yeah, this thing is really powerful. But to have something like this be on a short leash, it doesn't really make much sense.
True.
Yeah, so I think the Emperor was right in actually banishing it away forever. And I think it was just a folly of mankind to untomb it and have it just wreak chaos.
Yeah.
So who knows? I mean, will it ever be used again, or another Proto-Primarch? Or I guess Primarchs are already a thing, so another one of these would probably never be created.
Yeah. I don't know why, but it always makes me think of that card in Magic, the one where like you play it and you can't lose the game.
Oh, Platinum Angel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I think of whenever.
You can't win the game, but you also can't lose the game.
Exactly, yeah. Next question comes from Hezriel. Do blanks exist among non-human species? For example, the Eldar gnolls or Orc gnolls? So out of the playable factions in 40k, no. Like a Dark or an Eldar blank just wouldn't make sense.
No, because the Eldar are biologically psychers.
Yeah.
They're a psychic race.
And with the orcs, all orc boys and even Gretchen have some type of connection to the warp. That's why like red things go faster, purple makes things sneaky, yellow makes things go boom. But yeah, so humans are special in that they're the only ones that have blanks.
Right, at least until something else comes out in the lore that says these things are also blank.
Yeah, because technically the Tau.
Yeah, I mean, well, no, because the Tau do have a little bit of psychic signature in the warp. Because the way they describe it is like in the warp, think of it as the warp as like a big black, like it's darkness. And then a psyker or some type of creature with a psychic gene or anything like that appears as like flame. So where like humans are a bonfire, the Tau are like a candle.
Yeah.
So there is a small signature of psychic ability there.
Yeah. Good question, though. Next one.
This one is by Brian BBBBB. When the lion meets Gilliman, what do you think his first words will be?
What up, cuz?
Yeah, probably more along the lines of like, ¿Qué onda, hombre? ¿Cómo has estado?
And then the
the lion, aka El León, he's gonna be like, "Pues no sé, compa, aquí estoy."
Okay.
Just like that.
Yes, and they're both gonna cut each other's hair because they need it. Have they met yet in the lore?
Not yet.
No.
It ended with the lion like retreating from like the broken Caliban or Wormwood, as it's now reformed and recalled.
It's interesting that during the Horus Heresy, the Primarchs never really met. Like they would rarely go on missions together and stuff.
Yeah.
And they knew about each other, but they didn't like play with each other.
They didn't have picnics.
Yeah.
But there were some that were more obviously friendly towards one another, like Ferrus Manus and Fulgrim,
Horus
and
Sanguinius.
Sanguinius, Gersh One and the Sound Alchemist.
We're the lost ones.
Hey.
We've been here. We found ourselves.
We're lost in the future, not now.
Yeah. But yeah. Did we answer his question?
Oh, I think so. How are they going to meet? It's going to be like two old Hispanic uncles seeing each other for the first time.
Yeah, and then at the end they're gonna either fight each other or go by Perico. Next question comes from Arya8165. Can you take Titan models from the Mech Warrior franchise and put them down in a battle report against an Imperial Titan? Proxying is like, as long as your playgroup is cool with it, yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
Would I frown upon that and look weird at you? Yeah, but
who cares? Who's going to stop you from having fun, right?
Like, you use a big-ass demon prince.
Yeah.
What line is that from?
Creature Caster?
Yeah, that thing looks badass, though.
So, rule of cool.
Yeah. As long as it looks cool, your playgroup's probably going to be like, yeah, you could put that on.
I mean, bring a guinea pig. I mean, why not, right?
Well, if it's alive, it's going to be running around.
That's the point. You don't have to move it.
At that point, you're not even playing 40K. Everybody should just bring different types of rodents and throw them on a table and see who kills each other.
Yeah, I'm going to be sneaky. I'm going to say I'm going to bring a hamster, but then I'm going to play outside, so it's actually a rat.
Yeah,
well, no, that's a mice. That's mice. Mice and rats, they change.
I would bring a swarm of mice against your guinea pig.
I think the guinea pig can take it.
A swarm?
I mean, if I tape like razor blades on it and stuff like that.
Like how we used to do with our RC cars.
RC cars and Beyblades.
Yeah. Yeah. Good
times. Do that with drones.
Now? Yeah, they're super cheap too. You can get a drone at Walgreens for like $20.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? Boy, drones are getting cheaper and 40K is getting more expensive. How does that make any sense? GW, what are you doing to us?
Next question comes from H.R. Welch. Which is the next Primarch to die? Not die as in Angron going back into the warp and coming again, or Vulcan dying and coming back due to perpetuality, but I mean dead, as in Sanguinius dead, not coming back.
Well, Sanguinius is not dead.
Yeah, you should say like Ferrus Manus dead.
Yes,
yeah,
Ferrus Manus and Horus are the only ones that are guaranteed.
Dead.
And even Ferrus Manus, he can come back as a dreadnought.
Maybe. Legion of the
Skull's
Damned.
Still out there,
Yeah, true. So actually Horus even came back as a clone.
Yeah, it's true.
But like his soul's dead.
Yeah.
So that's the thing about GW is like whenever somebody dies, I don't know if they're gonna stay dead because like the name characters are like money makers to them. Yep. They like to rebrand them and make them as like new interesting sculpts, have new storylines attached to them. So it's very rare when named characters do die. But I think the Primarchs, for somebody to come back and then stay dead kind of hurts them because obviously you want to play them in your 40K games. Why invest all this time, effort, and money to create a storyline for a Primarch only for them to die? And it'd be weird if like your friend brings a Ferrus Manus model to the table. It's like, well, how? Does this make sense lore-wise?
Yeah. I don't see any. I do think that a loyalist dying wouldn't be too bad because there's some loyalist Primarchs that you're like, why even come back?
Yeah.
Like I feel that way with
my dad.
Rogaldorn. Like if Rogaldorn came out, it's like you're Gilliman, but like not.
Yeah.
I'm an Imperial Fist player, so like this is coming from a place of like kindness. Because I do love the chapter. I'm just saying Rogaldorn as a Primarch is the same as Gilliman.
Yeah, honestly.
There's nothing special about him.
I mean, he's missing a hand.
So he has the Emperor's
gauntlet.
Claw now. Yeah, so...
Yeah.
Kill a loyalist is what I'm saying.
Right.
Don't kill the traitors.
Unfortunately, I feel like GW is gonna stab us all in the back and kill Fulgrim.
Why? Like,
Because I mean, they
the
hate.
model would be so badass.
The model would be amazing. It would bring us into a new like exploration for Slanesh.
Yep.
But GW's like, no, we'll never touch this.
Yeah.
Here's your little toy for like 2 seconds, and then it's gone.
I think Games Workshop is just scared of titties.
Yeah.
Because if you look at the Sisters of Battle, there ain't no titties there.
They got a little bit.
A little bit,
But
but
it's
not
like it's boob armor, so it's not like
Why do they have boob armor? Why not just regular armor?
to make them more. Well, the reason why it's like that because obviously the whole like they couldn't have men at arms, so to prove that we're like, well, we have women at arms, so here's like a corset type power armor to emphasize that these are not men, they're women. See, look, boobs.
Boobs. Games Workshop should just create more units with boobs.
Yeah.
Give us some Earthcast thick
Tau.
Next question comes from the big one.
BBL Tau.
Yeah, there you go. Oh no, that was HeroClix. Never mind. Remember HeroClix when the Spider-Verse came out? There was one spider girl with like a big ass.
Was it Scarlet Spider?
Might be. Yeah. Next question comes from the big one. This one time while I was walking through the hood, I thought I saw a ghost. Do you think it was the ghost of my long lost dad or just a real pale crackhead? No, you would know if it's a crackhead.
Would you though?
Yeah, crackheads have a walk to them.
And ghosts kind of glide, right?
Yeah, like crackheads, like they speed up and then slow down, almost like I'm gonna get crack, and then they stop and like, oh, I don't got money, so then they have to beg. Yeah. So don't fight them. So
yeah, because it's like almost a new type of martial art that they bring to the table.
Oh yeah, like that one Brazilian dancing fighting, but with a crackhead, it's like trying to stand up.
It's like physics does not affect them.
Right.
Like they can double jump.
Yeah.
And they take no fall damage.
Yeah.
Like bugs.
Yeah. Bugs do it because they're little. Crackheads do it because they're on crack.
They're little?
Yeah. Isn't that it? Like you can drop an ant from like
the Sears
Tower or something and it'll land normally. But it's because it'll just glide. So maybe ants are ghosts because you did say gliding. Yeah.
I think we got to talk to Ants Canada about this one.
That's a really good channel.
Our ants ghosts.
Yeah.
Because they take no fall damage.
There you go. Also, ghosts are scary. Don't approach them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's scarier, ghosts or demons?
That depends on who you ask.
I'm asking you.
I'll tell you a demon. Because, like, did you watch the Pope's
Exorcist? Yeah, I had to actually watch that 3 times because I fell asleep on it twice.
Damn.
Well, I was watching it like midnight after work, so I was like tired, but I'm like, I really want to watch this.
Yeah, I think it's funny that they categorize it as horror, but it's a thriller.
Yeah, there wasn't anything like scary about it.
Yeah.
I think the worst part was hearing Russell Crowe talking Italian.
Yeah, well, his Italian was kind of cool. It made me feel like, oh, this should be a series.
Mm-hmm. I think it would have worked better like that, like him going from like demon to demon,
killing him.
Yeah,
yeah. But I brought that up because the demons there, those things are scary. Like I would be more scared if a demon from there came and attacked me than a ghost.
Because a ghost can't touch you.
Well, they can, right? That's what poltergeist is.
Oh, so are poltergeists different than ghosts?
I think poltergeist is an action. A ghost is a ghost. Like a ghost can do poltergeist, but I don't think
a poltergeist can do a ghost. Kind of like a whole sub-dom type thing.
I guess, kind of. What do you guys think?
Yeah, let us know. Are ghosts poltergeists?
There you go. And which one's scarier, a ghost or a demon?
Yeah, and are ants considered ghosts? Because they don't take fall damage.
And those are the questions for today. If you guys have more questions for us, please comment down below. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, and we'll talk tomorrow.
Yeah, don't be scared. Sound Alchemist.
Gershwin.
We're out.
Always used to put my freedom first in any situation.